Take a look here at the athletics valuations of programs. Though there are poll results. Last time I jumped my director. This time he's jumping me. He's getting me right. All right. What would you do with Boo Carter? There's your final result. The talent. All I had to do was gig it. It jumped 19% now. So all I had to do was say, "There's some of you out there who just want the talent." Boom. Thank you. 81% to 19%. And I'm like you, Tyler. That's still an incredible skewed number. 80 to 20 now.
I'd expect it to be 50-50. I did not expect it to be 4/5.
Yeah. I'd have thought 60-40 would have been close.
Yeah, I do. I would have too. I think that's if you gave people truth serum. See, that's the thing. We're getting you to play your game. The next round of this, we're actually going to send people to your home. Truth serum, and you have to answer that way. I think it would have been closer to 50-50 if you did
Or it may
honest.
have been 80-20 the other way.
Talent. All right, very good. Thanks for playing along. We appreciate it. Now let's take a look at the athletics valuations of college football programs. There it is. All right, now, the interesting thing here, they had their own formula to determine if a college football program was like a pro franchise and you were going to sell it, what would it be worth? So it's a formula, who knows? But they've got, no surprise, a little school named Texas ranked number one overall, worth $2.38 billion. Then came Georgia, Ohio State, Notre Dame. Of the top 20 schools, 9 were from the SEC, 9 were from the Big Ten. Sound like a German movie. 9! Notre Dame is in there as an independent. Florida State snuck in as the ACC's lone top 20 program. So the SEC and the Big Ten, that's 18 of your top 20 most valuable. Now, here's the thing. The schools are worth more because they make more money in those two leagues. And the leagues make more money because they have those big brand programs. So it's kind of chicken or the egg there. But here's what they said about Tennessee. Let's take a look at that one. Their take, average football revenue, which plays a big role into this, and this is Danny White's specialty, $124.9 million. Texas, Notre Dame, and Michigan are the only programs that reported more football revenue than Tennessee in the last fiscal year. The Volunteers, however, were outside the top 12 in some pre-pandemic accounting and have a recent history that we can politely call volatile. This price puts them slightly behind the 2023 valuation of the NHL's Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, so you're at $1.37 billion. They're saying Texas is worth $1 billion more than you are at $2.38. That's the difference between first place and ninth place nationally, is $1 billion.
Wow.
That's something.
That's,
all right.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you, though, on that list that I showed you, Tennessee was ahead of Florida. Florida's won 3 national titles since Tennessee has. Tennessee, if you just look at consensus national titles, Tennessee has 2 in their history. Tennessee walked in the wilderness for 20 years before Josh Heupel arrived and brought him back. If you ask people around the country, all right, here are your top 10 most valuable programs, are they going to say, oh, yeah, Tennessee 9th, that makes sense? Or are they going to say, what? How's Tennessee up there? Thoughts?
What?
Yeah, I think
to crack into that list, right?
Yeah.
Because clearly it's Texas, and like nobody's within like 200 million or whatever, past that. Then Tennessee at 9th, and the article described Tennessee's recent history as volatile. Yeah. So you're almost like a stock, up and down,
yeah, that's
right?
what they're doing. Yeah.
So it's up now. It's inside the top 10. It was like, what, 12th? So, I mean, you look at the big picture, they obviously see something there. But it's surprising to me to be in the top 10.
I just think if somebody threw in Wisconsin, we'd go, what? Why is that there? And I'm thinking if somebody in Wisconsin seeing this, they'd go, Tennessee?
Yeah.
Now, I get it. They're worth a lot of money right now. They're bringing it in.
Right.
Program's pretty good right now. Playoff, 30 wins in 3. I get it. I'm not trying to knock it. I think historically that's right. I just don't know that that's the national reputation after the last 20 or 25 years.
No, I think Tennessee's reputation is got a good upslope. Speaking like a stock, the curve is going up. But yeah, I think Tennessee had become, well, they're like Nebraska is right now. Nebraska has gone through the same thing Tennessee has, but they haven't had the uptick. Okay, for us who have followed college football all of our lives, you still have a good, hey, Nebraska, man, that's still a place where football can be good. Whereas somebody who was born in the last 30 years, what's Nebraska been in the last 30 years? So, yeah, I think there is a dichotomy in the way they're viewed.
I found it humorous in some weird way that they compared them to the Tampa Bay Lightning And the Tennessee Volunteers has won as many national championships Tampa Bay did in 3-year span. 2 cups, 2 championships. I'm looking at that that's remarkable that Tennessee's in the top 10. Where's the return on investment? That's a lot. You're getting a lot of money there. That's a lot of, and if I'm a Vols fan and I'm sitting there saying, like, I'm not asking you to pull the graphic back
Yeah, I
up, but
don't know
look at
if
the
we
top
can.
10.
Can we put the graphic back up there, Mahesh? Sorry about that.
Look at the top 10 real quick and tell me what all those teams have in common, and then you look down at Tennessee.
Yeah, let's see. Texas national title. Well, no, Texas hadn't won a national title since
Tennessee-
2006.
That's very fair right out of
Since
the gate.
05, yeah.
Georgia 2, Ohio State the last one. Notre Dame
had
one
one.
in a while.
Michigan, Alabama.
Michigan and Alabama have.
Oklahoma hasn't won one in a minute. USC has. Tennessee, there's LSU. So
Yeah.
70% of that up there.
Yeah. You're more in line with, well, Texas at 1106. So it's been 20 years for them. But Notre Dame, USC, and Oklahoma, Oklahoma's been in the mix so many times they just can't get over the hump.
Right, but they haven't won since early 2000s.
They did in the early 2000s with Josh Heupel at quarterback.
Right, there you go.
So, yeah, yours is the furthest back other than Notre Dame.
Well, and then you look at the list, the other big surprise for me up there, Auburn.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the next segment.
Okay.
All right, let's hold off on that one.